Our final two problems, again, each worth 4 points, are problems where you're asked to read a passage and decide, does this passage commit an informal fallacy? And if it does, then to give us the category, or give me the category that you think best characterizes the informal fallacy that the passage commits. Number 14 here says, I read several studies that show a correlation between increases in ice cream sales and increases in the murder rate. I think that we should restrict ice cream sales since ice cream causes people to commit murder. This passage definitely seems to commit an informal fallacy. The informal fallacy, I think, is best characterized as a fallacy of false cause. The phrase that's relevant is the very end phrase, since ice cream causes people to commit murder. There is a supposition in this argument, part of the reasons given for the conclusion, that ice cream is causally related to murder. The evidence for that is only correlations between increases in ice cream sales and increases in the murder rate. Correlations don't necessarily establish causation, precisely because there could be reasons why things are correlated that don't have to do with them being causally related to each other. So ice cream, for example, might increase its sales when it gets hot, and when it gets hot, that might also increase the murder rate without these two things actually being causally related to each other. Since this argument turns on the supposition of a causal relationship that doesn't look like it's a real cause, this is a nice example of a false cause informal fallacy. Finally, our last argument, our last passage says, humans and jellyfish are both living organisms with neurons. Clearly, jellyfish feel pain just like humans do. Well, it looks like our conclusion here is jellyfish feel pain, and our reasons for that are jellyfish and human beings share some properties. They're both living organisms, they both have neurons, and because they share those properties, jellyfish must also share that human property of feeling pain in the way that humans do. However, this analogy between humans and jellyfish doesn't seem to be sufficiently strong to support the conclusion that jellyfish feel pain in anything like the way that humans do. Humans and jellyfish, sure, both living organisms. Maybe they both have neurons, but just having neurons isn't sufficient on most accounts to warrant the suggestion that an organism feels the sort of pain that we think of when we think of human pain perception. And so that similarity of being a living organism with neurons, that doesn't seem strong enough to support the analogical inference to jellyfish also having the property, like humans, to feel that kind of pain. And so I think the best characterization of this is a fallacy of weak analogy.